Whenever I see toy haulers, one thing I always look at is how usable is the space. And this is an RV that is kind of in its own market. ATC Game Changer is one of the best toy haulers on the market. Why, you ask? Well, you can put a car inside of this trailer. And why that's important is sometimes some people, might be a couple, may have a nice exotic car, right? And they might have a really nice truck. And this RV gives you the best of both worlds because you have basically an 18-foot garage. You have tie downs for days. Like, this isn't a E-Track system, it's a certain type of E-Track system. But you have the space, or let's just say you like to go off-road. If you want to bring two large side-by-sides with you, you may have the space to put two. I'm not saying you can put a 4-seater in here with another 4-seater, but you could probably put 2-seater side-by-sides in this RV. And the fit and finish, and the fact that this has no wood in the construction. You saw that floor there. This is a aluminum frame RV, Asdale sidewalls. This is everything you would ever need to go full time. Bring your nice exotic car or your Jeep, whatever you have, your toys, doesn't matter what you have, but you could fit quite a bit of things inside this trailer. And we're gonna walk through this thing. Special shout out to Parris RV. If you are in the market, be sure to ask for Jessica. I did a review with her before this one. Be sure to check it out. And yeah, she knows her stuff. But let's go ahead and start back here in this garage. Now, this does break down. I know that this might kind of throw you off a little bit, but you can basically shut this area off. Let's just say you have a golf cart or something small, and you just use this area as your living space. You have that option here. But if you need all the garage space, this does break down. These walls break down on both sides, and this will be an open space for a car or whatever else you need. And you do have sleeping areas back here, so there is a bed up top, and you have your Happy Jack right down there. There is an AC ducted in this garage area, or in this area of the RV, and there's lights. You have vents on the side there. You can control the AC unit out back, power plugs. They also put the track system on the walls too, so you have a lot of different ways you can do this. You have one on the left side and on the right side and down the middle, so they really give you a lot of ways you can tie stuff down in this RV. And look how wide it is too. I mean, your car's wheels can drive up on this too if it needs to. The only issue I see is this wall here, because this does come down pretty low. Now, I'm 6 foot, and I think it's probably 6 foot 5 inches right here. So if you are using this for like a Jeep and it's lifted, this may not work for you. But apart from that, if you have a car or something shorter than 6.5 feet or so, this might actually be the perfect fit for you. So as I mentioned, this door will slide off of here, and that way you can tear down these walls here, and then if you want to lock them back in, they have the clips basically for that, or latches, that's probably a better word. You do have click on off lights, large windows in this area too, and then you do have a desk here, so if you do work on the road, they give you a nice desk. You can look out the windows. I always like to see lots of windows. And as far as your blinds go, you have room darkening. Storage above over here. And let's just say you have a lot of kids. Let's say you have 4 kids. You can sleep 4 kids back there. You can also put 2 more up in the loft area. They do provide speakers in this area too. And this is also sleeping. So this flips into a bed, and that one will do the same. Or, like I said, if you need that floor space, these do flip up, just like that table there. And you can basically use this for garage area. Cup holders down below, more power plugs and USBs. This is such a unique floor plan, and you don't really see this. And I like the fact that it is aluminum because it's going to give you more payload capacity for your toys. This is divided. Decent storage. And they have 2 AC units in this area. So you basically have 3 in total, as you guys saw back there. And let's take a look at the refrigerator. This is a Norcode, and it's most likely going to be a 12 volt, which it is. Super cold in there, by the way. And look at your freezer chest. Tons of storage. And for your kitchen, this isn't a woman's dream, but it will do. Countertop space right there. And this is a decent size sink too. There's no divider. Radio with Bluetooth. Stainless steel microwave. It looks to be convection too. It is convection. 3-burner cooktop. Finished in stainless steel. And again, more storage. This is very industrial too, by the way. I will be honest. This is definitely a RV for a man. And that's probably going to be a amplifier for the audio system. And for the radio, I should say. Wow. Love the aluminum construction. These are solid drawers. There's a light under there too. And a large television. Let me step back a little bit. Man, this is awesome. Now here's your control panel. You can control your lights, freshwater tank heaters, black tank heaters, exterior lights, and then this is going to be for your generator. And you can control the leveling system from inside the RV. I like that they give that to you. And then the fuel station shows you the fuel you have in there, and then your power inverter. And then walking up, you have a bathroom as you would expect. Actually, this is a decent size. Not bad. Tall sink countertop. Medicine cabinet. Both sides. Fantastic fan up top. And just more places to store things. 1-piece shower. Sorry that it's a little dark in here, but it is what it is. Porcelain toilet. This is not bad at all, guys. This is, I'm actually surprised at how large this bathroom is. You do walk up a few steps, you have those, and then you walk up a little bit more to get into the master bedroom. Now this looks to be a full-size bed, large nightstand on both sides. You have power plugs. You have USBs. You probably can see them better right there. And let's see if there's any storage. Yep, storage. Tons of it. And you have a little bench on the side if you want to take off your shoes. Huge drawers. I was expecting this to be your wardrobe. Sconces on both sides. And you can't mount a television on that wall. This is most likely going to be your wardrobe though. No. Interesting. You can put your washer and dryer. So you can hang things right here. Or you can put your washer and dryer in here. And And this is a good spot for it too. Wow, Max fan. I believe the other one was a Max fan. I always call him Fantastic Fan because that's what I have. Yeah. I would like to see more wardrobe, but apart from that, I mean, hey, this is a nice setup here. Now let's go ahead and check out the exterior. One last thing. This is your pocket door, and you have a mirror for it too. You guys can see it there. And then here's some of your controls. We're gonna make it outside, I promise, but you have storage above too. So you can put some things up there if you like. You probably can't put something too heavy, maybe just some straps, things like that. But yeah, otherwise, just an extra place to put stuff. Love the overall design. This is a wide body as you would expect. And here's that one slide that you guys saw. That was basically for the bench. SwingCase slide out. And they did put a slide topper on there too for you. Kurt Rotoflex. So this does have a pivoting head to help with bucking and chucking. And let's see what they gave you out here. Looks like they gave you a spigot. And then this is going to control the system as you guys saw on the inside. Look how large the legs are too for the landing gear. Oh wow, this is a 7009 too, by the way. I don't think I've ever seen one. They give you some space down below to work on it. Wow. And on this side is your propane tanks, 2 30-pounders. And check out the construction of this RV. Super nice. This is gonna last forever and ever. No wood, guys, keep that in mind. Love the white paint. It's great for the summertime. Frameless windows. And if you need to gas up your toys, there you go. Now this is kind of short, but they still give you something to help with that. This is through MORryde too. And then here's some of your hydraulics, batteries. Looks like that's a converter right there. And we'll check out everything on that side too when we get over there. Entry door is pretty tall too. You have one awning on this side, it's a large one, probably about 18 foot or so in that ballpark. Solid step through lippert, pretty wide. You have some power plugs and cable. Not sure what this does. Has a plug on it though. And as I mentioned too, Asdale. And one thing I like on this one too, you see how they have that support in the center? When you have long awnings like this, if you're buying an RV and you don't see that support, have the dealership add it to that awning, because I start seeing these things start to droop down in the middle. So I like that they gave it to you on this ATC. LED strip down below. And as you guys saw, you have tons of windows on this side too. Now, Goodyear Endurance tires. Nothing makes me happier to see Goodyear for tires. I have them on both my trailers. They do fill it with nitrogen air, 80 psi's, and let's see here. These are going to have 3,420 pounds of capacity. E-rated tire. I kind of would want to see maybe a G, but I guess because it's an aluminum trailer, they figure these are good enough. I mean, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. I guess this is enough tire capacity, but whenever you have a triple axle, it is nice to have a little bit more higher grade tire, because triple axle tires get eaten up when you make turns. And let's check out the suspension here. It looks like it's on a torsion axle. And you do have 3 landing gears on the side. It is hydraulic too, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. And here's the rear. Clear tail lights. You have your docking lights up top, all cleared out. Really does go well with this design. And then here's your handles. Wow. Here's your fuel station, gas only, and then your generator. This is where you're gonna dump from. And then there's your storage for your sewer hoses. 50 amp plug, Suburban heater, and this is your water heater. Let's check out the capacity. So this has 10 gallons of capacity. I do not like how they have these valves, to be completely honest with you. I would like to see them protect those a little bit better. And then here's the other side of the basement area. This is going to be for your water connections there. And super easy to work on everything. Wow. And most of the stuff is for generator and water. It's like your water pump right there. And you can turn off some of the water lines too if you like. So here are the numbers for this trailer. Your gross fuel weight rating is going to be 21,000 pounds. You have 3 6,000 pound axles. And then as far as your overall empty weight goes, this is a light trailer because of the aluminum construction. So it's going to weigh about 11,568 pounds. And then you have almost 10,000 pounds of cargo carrying capacity. So 9,432 pounds to be exact. And that is super, super nice to have. So if you are looking to tow a car and live in this thing full time, this has the capacity. But let's go ahead and find a truck to tow this. We're gonna make this super easy today because quite honestly this is dually territory. It's too long, and quite honestly because of the capacity you could easily, you know, get this thing up to 18,000 pounds by putting a bunch of stuff inside of here. So let's go ahead and find the perfect pickup. I did a video on a 2020 Ram 3500 dually with the night edition. I think this would be the perfect truck to tow this ATC. Let's take a look at some of the specs for the door sticker. So here are the numbers for the axle. So 9,750 pounds is the rear gross axle weight rating, 14,000 pound GVWR. And as far as your payload goes, this is going to have 5,227 pounds. Now this Ram does have a 373 rear axle, so you're going to see the gross combined and the towing capacity listed right there. I'm on ATC's website. Here's the RV we just reviewed and some of the standard and optional equipment. Be sure to pause if you want to see more. And here are the numbers. So they give you a estimated hitch weight with a generator and without a generator. What I normally do is I take the hitch weight and divide it into the unloaded weight. That's going to give me 27% without the generator. With it, it's going to be 29%. So we're going to use this number here because this is more realistic with this trailer. So when you guys see the numbers, that's what you have to keep in mind. One last thing. Do you see this right here? 200 gallons of fresh water is super heavy. So you need to figure out where those tanks are. Are they in the back of the trailer or in the front of the trailer? Because that will hurt you on your hitch weight. So a single rear wheel is definitely out of the question. Now you guys know how I got these numbers for the truck and for the trailer. One of the most neglected things I see people do is not understand the passenger weight and the cargo weight. So in this scenario, I have a couple in the cargo with a fifth wheel hitch and figure just some other gear at 785. So you're going to take this 785 and subtract it from your payload, which is going to be 4,442 pounds. Okay. So let's go ahead and take 27% of this number. It's going to be 3,123 pounds. So with this trailer being unloaded, you have 1,319 pounds of available payload after your cargo and the hitch weight. So here's the problem I have. If I take 18,000 pounds, because no one goes camping or no one travels this way with an RV. So let's just say I take 18,000 and I multiply that by 27%. That's going to give me 4,860 pounds. So I'm going to put a pin in it right now because I don't know if this is correct. This is an aluminum trailer, and it's very possible if you put a heavy car or just a 3,000 pound car in the garage, you may not actually have a 27% hitch weight. It could actually reduce, because sometimes when you put weight in the garage, especially that heavy, it may actually take some weight off of the front, but we don't know. So that's why we have to assume that this is correct. So with that being said, if you're looking at this trailer, I would strongly recommend a cabin chassis, maybe a 4500, depending on how you plan on traveling. Again, 200 gallons of fresh water is super heavy. I would figure out where those tanks are if you do plan on traveling with that water. So I hope this was helpful. I definitely would like to try to get one of these trailers. If you live in the Utah area, figure around Draper. If you do have one, I would love to take it to a Catskill. If you have a Jeep or a car that we can put inside the trailer, it'd be awesome. Just to get a good idea of some of the hitch weight, because it may not be this high. It could be like 24%. And if you figure 24% of 18,000 pounds, that would give you 4,320 pounds. Now again, it doesn't leave you with a lot of capacity, because again, if you're traveling with all adults inside the car or just with older kids, you could still get over it. So I would strongly recommend figuring out the actual weight for this trailer. But I hope this was helpful. Special shout out to Parris RV in Payson, Utah. Be sure to ask for Jessica if you are in the market. See you guys in the next video.